What's up, everybody?
Getting a little late start on this live here. Had to edit some contracts and get some stuff going here. So, welcome back. So this is round two for today. So I actually have a follow-up call here with a seller who we are going to enter into a lease option agreement with. So stay tuned. I'm going to reach out to him and hopefully we're going to get this all wrapped up here. Let's see here.
Hello.
Hey Don, it's Chris. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Good, good.
Hey,
Appreciate your.
I got some bad news for you.
What's
I've,
going
I've
on?
discussed I've discussed everything with my son, and we're just going to keep the house.
You're gonna keep the house?
Yep.
What happened?
He's going to take over a lot more of the responsibilities of the house, and we're just going to keep it. He's a lot
Gotcha.
younger than I am.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so did you guys not discuss this previously?
Huh?
Have you guys not discussed this previously?
A lot has to do with a lot of the offers and things like that.
Yeah, I
We
gotcha.
have discussed it, but then a lot of the offers just came with we'll wait till the market straightens out, and with the interest rates coming down, they'll straighten out.
hmm Got it. Okay. So what is it that, because it seemed like, based on our conversation, it seemed like you were really pretty pumped up about the offer we were able to put together.
Well,
What was,
I liked you guys. I don't think I ever really got an offer from you guys. You know what I mean?
well, yeah, that's what I was going to be going over with you. I mean, we talked, I think it was yesterday, and I had mentioned to you that they'd be willing to do basically take over managing the property, make sure that
Right.
you're effectively, you get paid out 3 grand up front, and then we take over making the mortgage payments and then put in, I think it's like $85, because you had mentioned you were looking for like 4% interest on the equity, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that payment would have came out to basically be $85 a month. So we were going to basically cover the mortgage payment, the $85 a month to you, and then 3 grand up front. And then at the end of the option period, we could then buy out the property for
Right. Right.
another $80,000. So on
Right.
top of all that. So you'd effectively be getting let me see here. Mm, Yeah, so effectively you'd be selling the property for roughly like 87,000 when it all shakes out.
Huh?
So, and the other
Okay.
benefit to that is because it's structured on an option, right? A lease option, the
Uh-huh.
title still stays in your name, so you also get the benefit of the tax write-off, right? So you'll be able to depreciate the property every single year against your taxes since the title
Right.
stays in
I
your name.
file tax, so
Say that again.
I don't file taxes. I get Social Security, so I don't really file taxes,
Oh,
and
okay.
I
All
don't
right.
make enough on the rentals. So that doesn't even play with me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I filed my taxes last year, but I was a net zero.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Well, then the other benefit is, you still have, you still maintain control of the asset, right? So like in,
Right.
in the scenario where the other guy
Okay,
was,
now explain that deal to me again.
yeah. So basically, so you had mentioned that their lease is up in December of 2025, right?
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, what it would be is, so it's called a lease with an option to buy. Okay.
Right.
So effectively, what, because you wanted basically 80 grand for the property, right? If we were going to structure it
Right.
on those type, on terms.
Right.
So we would give you $3,000 up front.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you got a pen and a piece of paper?
I got a pen.
Yeah, if you grab a pen and a piece of paper, then when you write it down, it'll help a lot more.
Okay.
Okay. So
Wait a minute. 3,000 down.
Yep. Yeah. So keep in mind, there's basically three buckets. Okay. The three buckets are this: money now, money monthly, and money later. Okay.
Okay.
So the money now bucket is $3,000 to you up front. Okay.
Okay.
The money monthly. All right. So take the piece of paper, and what I want you to do is draw two lines down in the middle of it. So you're making three columns.
Okay. I get better paper.
No worries.
Okay. 2. Okay, I got 3 now.
Okay, perfect. So on the first column on the left-hand side, I want you to write money now.
Okay, that's 3,000.
3,000, yep. And then in the middle column at the top, I want you to write money monthly. Okay. And so there's two things that are basically getting paid each month. Okay. You said your monthly payment on your mortgage is $673. So the first number I want you to write is $673.
Yes.
That's your mortgage. Okay. And then based on what you were telling me on the equity side, you were entertaining like 4%. If you can get 4% interest on your equity, then you'd be open to that. So that basically comes out to an $85 a month payment. So I also want you to write $85.
Okay, got that.
Okay. So now if we total 85 plus 673, the total monthly money is 758. Exactly. So what's happening here is the $85 a month is going to be cash in your pocket, right? And that's nothing to write home about. You're going to it's going to cover your Starbucks, or your, going out to eat. Yeah, whatever it is, right? Maybe a gas tank, at the a gas tank a month these days, right? But the mortgage is also getting paid down by us, not you.
Right.
Okay. Right. And then at the end of the lease option, so during the remainder term of the current lease that the tenants are in, right? So we'll manage it. We'll be responsible for all the maintenance, repairs, everything, right? So if toilet clogs, they don't call you, they call us, right? So any costs associated with that, if the roof needs to be replaced, whatever it is, that's going to be covered by us. And then at the end of their lease, we're going to have 3 years where we're going to continue managing the property. At any point in that time, we can exercise the option to buy the property out for $80,000. Okay. So what's going to happen as of right now, you have a $59,000 mortgage balance. Right. So if we bought it out on the third column, I want you to write money later. And at the top, I want you to write $80,000.
Okay, I did that.
Okay. And then below that, I want you to write today's mortgage balance, 59.
Okay, it's 59,497.
Okay, we'll just make it 59 just for simple math.
Okay.
Okay, and then what I want you to do is draw a line under that. So you have 80 over 59. That leaves $21,000.
Yes.
Okay, so if we decide to buy it out like day one, then You're getting $3,000 up front and you're getting the $21,000. So you're actually getting basically $83,000, but that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for us to do that. If we're going to do that, we would just pay you the 72K cash, right? So the
Right.
reason this structure makes sense is because there's a tenant in place. We can manage the tenant, put a little bit of cash in our pocket, put some cash in your pocket over the next 3-4 years, right? And then at the end of that term, we'll buy it out at the 80K. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Right now, that leaves $21,000 of equity. But over the next 3 or 4 years, you're actually, the mortgage payment that we're paying every single month is actually going to be paying down the mortgage balance. So in about, at the end of that term, that balance will probably be closer to like 50-ish, maybe a little less than that. So you'd actually be looking at about $30,000 of equity when we exercise the option.
Okay. So I would get that.
Correct. Yeah. Whatever the difference is between the remaining mortgage balance and that $80,000, that's how much is going to go directly into your pocket net.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right.
And how can you draw that up?
I already got it drawn up.
Can you
So,
send it over to me and I'll sign it?
yeah, so let me do this. Let's see here. I have your email as donalddean162@icloud.com, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then your wife is also on title, correct?
Yes, Barbara LD.
Okay. What is her email address?
Her email is just the same as mine. She don't have an email. Even if she did, she won't answer it.
Okay. All right. Got it. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to send this over to you. You'll sign it, and then I'll need to resend it over to you for her to sign.
Okay.
And then give me a second here. Let me make sure I have this in here correctly. And I'm gonna I'll go over this with you so you can see exactly what the how this is written up. Yeah, this is like it's a great strategy for it to make sense in this type of scenario because it doesn't make sense. What's that?
That it makes a little more sense to me. Yeah, okay. You're making sense to my son.
Oh, your son's there. Okay, what's your son's name?
Oh, it's just like waiting, but that's not.
But that's
That's only interest only. I get that. Now that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So
He put it in me.
say that again.
He made it and put it in simpler terms to me.
Nice. Okay, so do you have your email pulled up?
I can. We're on the phone.
Okay, let's
Let me see. They go far enough. Okay, gotta get out of here. Inbox. It hasn't come yet.
okay, just give me 1 minute.
You can also check my junk too.
Okay. Un momento. I'm just getting the last bits
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be. All right. Yeah, I always like, having people pull out the piece of paper because sometimes it's like hard to like wrap your head around, like when it's just numbers floating around. But when you see it visually, it's like, oh, that makes a whole heck of a lot more sense.
Well, see, I've dealt in numbers. So
Say that again.
I've dealt in numbers. I was an accountant, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. Okay. One thing that I still need, what is your current mailing address, Don?
12 Shawnee Drive,
How do you spell that?
SHAWNEE Drive.
Okay. City?
West Frankfort, Illinois.
Frankfort, F-O-R-T, Illinois.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 62896.
62896. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure that you're added here. All right. Donald, oops. Donald Bean. Okay. Save, and then, all right, this should be in your inbox in just a second.
I was not sure either when I did it before, but I just took the other
Oops.
I think if you can pick that up.
All right. All right. Let me know. Should be in your inbox in just a second.
I knew that the box choice was that way. You have to put the green thing on. You have to match it once. That's one. That was why I put them separately on the side.
Christopher Deal.
There you go. My middle name's Let's Make a.
Okay.
All right, let me know when you have that pulled up and I'll review that with you. And that way, if you have any questions, I can get those answered.
Okay, this will start signing. Okay, do I just put the initial one or?
Yeah, you can just click the initial button. You'll start there. That's on the
Okay.
first page.
Accept and
And-
sign.
Yep,
See more. Okay, there.
yep,
Okay, now the signature.
yep. And then there should be a date box.
Select date.
Yep. And you'll just select today's date.
What the hell is first?
There you go. All right. And then there should be like a finalize or complete button.
Says finish.
Finish. There you go. All right. And then, okay. So it looks like that came back. So now I have to download it and then resend it over for Barb's signature.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here. Okay.
I'll have to go back and look at my email. Won't I? That other one's done, right?
Say that again.
That other one's done, right?
Correct. Yep. And then let's see here. So now we're going to go ahead and add initial spots here. Okay. Barbara Bean. And copy this.
Oh, you already, okay, this one's already a signed copy, right? You already sent that back to me, right?
Yeah, you'll have a sign as soon as we finish up here. You'll get a signed version with everything on it. Let's see here. So we got initials there, initials there. We're gonna put a signature line for her there, and then we're going to put her full name, Barbara L. Dean. Oops, there's a D in there. Okay, and then date.
I thought someone told us about
I didn't realize. Oh, yeah, it's not. Water, the leaves is the nitrogen, the alkaline. What you use, that's just free, yeah.
All right, it should be in your inbox, right?
Okay.
Okay, double check your inbox now.
Hold on a second. I'm on a completely different.
Oh, no worries. Take your time.
Christmas deal sent you. Okay. Open document. I'll get my wife to initial this and.
Okay.
Okay, hers it should be right next to mine, right? What's his signature certificate?
That's the certificate basically verifying that you're the one that signed it. And actually, I just realized that notice on that page 3, I forgot to put a little initial block for you. So I'm just going to have to resend it all over one last time for you to do one initial for that last page, and then we're all good to go.
Okay,
Let's see
I
here.
can finish this other one.
Say that again.
I finished the other one.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So let me just download it and send it back to you for that last initial spot, and then we will be all set to go. And then what we'll need, I'll go over next steps with you in just a second, and then that way we can. So we're going to need a copy of the lease agreement that you have with the tenants.
That's right. Yes, that's right. I'll email. It might be a text
Okay,
based on where I got my phone.
that's fine. Let's see here. So. Let's see here. Save. Continue.
flour it till sufficient, and then take it out and make a batter.
Okay, it's just this one last initial.
Oh, gosh. I love the old gray. That's my personal. Just love it.
All right. Last one should be in there. And if you just upload, open that one up, it'll just have the last spot for your initial on that very last page, and then we're all good to go.
Take the trim around to look at two doors, either white or a very light gray.
Okay. I just need the last page, right?
Yep. Yeah. Page. I think it's page 3.
No, that was for my wife. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot. That, what was, you got in the bed?
Okay, now I got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So it looks like that came back, or at least it opened up. Okay. Yeah. Still just waiting on the initial. Okay. There you go.
It should be coming back.
Perfect. There we go. All right. So we're all good to go. So what I'll do, so I'll send you an email. Basically, we're just going to need a copy of the lease term, and then the current tenant's contact info. Do you want us to coordinate directly with them to do just do our inspection of the property? That way we know what's going on there, or do you want to coordinate that?
Okay, you can coordinate it with them.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. So we'll coordinate that directly with them, and then and then we'll go from there.
I'll give you Matt's number.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. So I'll send you an email with everything we need, and then just send over, like I said, the copy of the lease agreement, the contact info for the tenants, and then we'll reach out to them. We'll schedule our walkthroughs, make sure we have everything we need. And then basically, like I said, what we'll do is we'll facilitate everything from, making sure that the mortgage payment is paid, you're paid each month and everything from there. And then
Okay,
once we
gotcha.
exercise that option, we'll be good to go. All right.
All right.
Awesome. It's great getting this going with you, Don, and I'm excited for you. And then you'll probably get a call from my transaction coordinator. Let's see, today is Tuesday,
Okay.
so no later than Friday. And it'll just be a welcome call where she might have a few questions for you, but she'll just kind of let you know what the next steps are. And then we'll go from there. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Any other questions for me before I let you go?
That's it.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you and looking forward to it.
All right.
All right. See you, Don.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, that was easy. So for those of you guys who are watching, I'm very curious in the chat or in the comment section, how many of you would have taken that approach in the conversation? Like when he gave, because he basically said, we're not going to sell it, we're going to keep it. Right. And which it would be very easy to just like fold and fall back and end up being stuck, and just like, damn, I thought I had this one, and then, move on, like somebody pissed in my cornflakes. Right. But all I did is ask a few questions, figure out that it's the terms, right? It just, the terms are just weird, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, knowing what I know, which is that confusion kills sales. So if a confused mind, as Pace Morby says it, a confused mind will always say no, right? Even if, and a lot of times they won't even tell you why they're saying no, because they don't want to look like they're confused, right? They want to look like they're all together. So a confused mind will always say no. Confusion kills sales all the time, right? So we have to step back. Don't get, butthurt about it, right? I know people that, when this happens, and it happens all the time, when it happens, they get butthurt, they get frustrated, they get mad at the seller, they're offended by the seller. It's like, oh, how dare you, right? Like, you told me yesterday that you were going to move forward and blah, 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 all this stuff, right? And get all pissy about it. It's like, dude, this is why we get paid what we get paid, right? Is because it's challenging, right? And we have to overcome those challenges. So in this scenario, and hopefully you guys got value out of this, I want to show you guys, I'm going to zoom in on the board here. So, because I want you guys to be able to see how I kind of wrote this out. Let me fix this. All right, so the key thing is, right, like we need to make it so that he's not confused. And so I'd always recommend when you're structuring some sort of creative terms like this, especially where they're getting money up front, money monthly, and money later, always have them pull out a piece of paper and follow this method, right? You want them to write money now at the top, draw a line, money monthly, draw a line, and money later. And you want them to see exactly the 3 buckets of money that they're getting and what that means for them. Because when they understand this, notice how as soon as I went through this, as soon as I got to the end, and then I was like, yeah, $21,000, that's if we buy it out tomorrow, but it's not going to make sense to buy it out tomorrow. It's going to make sense for us to buy it out at the end of the term. And at the end of the term, this mortgage payment, the mortgage payments are going to be getting made over those like 3 to 4 years. So that's going to be closer to like 50, which means your equity is going to be like 30 grand. The moment I said that, he's like, okay, send it over, I'll sign it. Like, not even a question. And I didn't even know his son was there. And his son was basically the black swan, right? And, it would have been nice for me to pick up on the fact that his son was there and, like, oh, is your son there? And I probably should have asked, like, hey, is your son there? and go from there. And it could have went off the rails a little bit as I was asking, like, have you guys not discussed this prior to, you know, us chatting about this? So depending on how that's taken, it could have gone off the rails. But this is a really good method for breaking it down. And this is his cash flow. Now, here's the deal. The structure of this, so again, he's getting $3,000 up front, non-refundable. He's getting his mortgage payment paid. He's getting $85 a month in cash flow, so $758. And little pro tip, when you're doing a lease option, like if you're doing a wrap, you want to use a third-party servicer, but apartments.com. Apparently, somebody just gave me this tip. Apartments.com will facilitate making the mortgage payments every month. So we set up an account with apartments.com and it's free $99, right? So we set up an account. The renter will pay apartments.com and then apartments.com will disperse the payments to the monthly mortgage and the payments to the seller, right? Now, the money later, $80K purchase option. What I did on the contract is the tenant's lease is up 12/31 of 2025. So rather than just doing a 3-year option from today, we're actually doing a 3-year option from the expiration of this lease. And notice the framing in the conversation as I said, hey, you know, we're going to manage the tenants through the remainder of their term, and then we'll have a 3-year option, right? So now, and it's actually better for him because he gets more mortgage pay down, he gets more cash flow, and he'll get more equity, right? But it's also really good for us because at first, and you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. A buddy of mine, Bill Hawthorne, you know, if you guys are familiar with Creative REI Reply, he works with Creative REI Reply, but he's a really solid investor. And I chatted with him about this, and he's like, you know, that's not a bad structure trying to lease option it to the existing tenant, but there's enough cash flow there. What if you tried to sell this to another investor and position it as like, hey, this is a good investor buy because you can get cash flow. There's enough cash flow for them to get. They come with, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 up front, lease option it. The current tenant is paying $1,100 a month. So now here's the deal. If the tenant is paying $1,100 a month and the underlying amount due is $758, well, now we have, what's that? $342 of net cash flow. And that investor can take that net cash flow till 2025, right? The end of 2025. And then at the end of that, he'll have a 3-year option period, right? So he could turn around and seller finance it. He could lease option it if he wants. There's a whole host of things that he could do there, right? But we can then get out of that deal, or there's a lot of exits we can do with this, right? So it just gives us a lot more flexibility and gives us a lot more time. So effectively, our option period runs all the way through. Let me double check the contract. So it runs all the way through 1/1/2029. So we basically have a 4-year and 2-month option, lease option agreement for $3,000 with cash flow of $342 a month with the current tenant, which we can raise that rent at the end of their lease, right? So yeah, there's a good deal here to be had and good money to make on this. Even if we just assigned it for $5,000, it's still a nice little deal and it's an easy deal. So hopefully you guys got value out of that. You know, we haven't done a lot of those types of deals, but I kind of like the structure on them. And where I like them a lot, I just realized I still have Christian's name on the Zoom. Where I like them a lot is when it doesn't make sense as a traditional long-term rental because the cash flow, right? And you might be asking, well, what do you mean? What about the cash flow? It's got, $342 a month in cash flow. Well, the only reason it's got $342 a month in cash flow is because I don't have to factor in property management, vacancy maintenance, and repairs, right? Because what I'm going to do is my goal is to lease option it, right? Assign it as a lease option or sandwich lease option. If I keep this as a rental, $1,100 a month times 0.75, that only leaves 8.25. So minus 758, that's $67 a month in cash flow for a rental, right? So I don't like it as a long-term rental, especially since it's a 1915 build. There's a lot of problems that you can encounter with that type of a property, right? But if I turn around and I sandwich lease option this to the tenant or to another buyer, well, who's responsible for the property management, the maintenance, the vacancy, the repairs? Well, they are, right? If I do it to a tenant, they're responsible for all of that. I could even stay in the middle, not just assign it to them, but just do a sandwich lease option where now they're continuing to pay me $1,100 a month. And then I'm basically paying the 758. So I keep that $342 a month in cash flow. So that's really where, it could be a juicy deal. So again, hopefully you guys got value out of that. Sorry, I got to let somebody into, All right, if you guys are watching, just joining, put in the chat if you guys have any questions about that. But if you're just joining, go back in this call. So we're 36 minutes into this this Zoom. I just went through a call with a seller where we wrapped up a lease option purchase. And again, this one could be a really juicy one. It's not going to be a super, like, it's not going to be a giant spread, but there's a potential to get $10,000 to $20,000 on the front end, and potentially $300 to $400 a month in cash flow, at least for the next 14 months. And then after that, possibly increase the rents and keep some more cash flow coming from a lease option standpoint. We'll see how it all shakes out. We got to figure out how we're going to structure it on the exit, because again, it's a 1915 build. The last thing I want to do is just ride it out with the current tenant's lease and be responsible for maintenance. And then something big comes up, because again, it's a 1915 build. So a lot of things could come up. All right, so let's jump in. Okay, let's check this.
Hello, good morning. My name is Tomas. I received your message regarding the Descanso property. Please call me.
Okay, so I'm gonna call this guy. Just double check my calendar, see what other scheduled calls I've got. Okay, so we're going to convert this to a transaction. All right, so let's see here. Close that one out. All right. Let's see. This other one. All right, guys, so I got a couple other follow-up calls to make.
Hi, this is David, and I'm sorry I can't take your call right now, so please leave your name and number, and I'll give you a call back shortly.
Hey, David, this is Chris. We had a call. I think you were texting with my colleague Erica, and she had booked a call for you a little earlier at, I believe, about 2:30, 2:45 my time. I know it's a bit late. I got stuck on a call that ended up going quite a bit longer than anticipated, and then got pulled into a meeting here. So give me a call back when you get a chance, or we can, reschedule for tomorrow sometime. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye. Tomas.
Bueno.
Hey, Tomas, it's Chris.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Fine, thank you. Tell me.
Good, good. Are you, did I catch you at a bad time?
No, just tell me.
Tell you what.
What's new? What's up?
Oh, not much, man. Just, trying to survive, and we have a property over in the path of the hurricane that we're trying to figure out whether it got obliterated or not. So, just the normal real estate investing life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the reason I was calling was because I think you were texting with my colleague Erica about your property in Descanso, and she had put on the calendar a time for us to talk, and we got a voicemail from you, and so I wanted to chat with you about that property. I guess you're considering selling it at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like she had mentioned in the notes that, let's see, you bought it about 8 years ago, and what's got you wanting to sell?
I want to invest it somewhere. It's far away from us, so that's it's one of the things that I want to buy. I want to invest in something different now.
Oh, okay, got it. Just something closer to you, or?
Closer, and I want to buy like a multi
Multifamily.
apartment. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I do have to let you know all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes. But the point of this call is just to see if the property qualifies in getting an offer as is for the property. We're generally looking for properties for one of two reasons. Either we're going to fix it and flip it, or we're going to keep it and hold it as a rental. Okay. So by the end of this call, I'll either be able to get an approval with an offer or a denial with a reason why. All right.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, I'm in the same point. Either I sell it. I don't want to invest more money in repairing it. I mean, it's already repaired, but I don't want to update it to the standards of the year, no?
yeah,
Which it will need new bathrooms and carpets, etc., some windows, etc. But the way it is right now, the cost of per square feet is very inexpensive, no?
okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with the property.
Not personally. You know, we're located in Southern California. We're down in San Diego, but I haven't been out to the property itself, so not very familiar with it. But yeah, I mean, when we buy homes, I mean, we're going to buy them as is. We'll cover all the closing costs. There's no realtor commissions or anything like that. So it's pretty straightforward and easy. Do you happen to have a pen and a piece of paper you can grab? I'm going to give you some info that you'll want to have handy.
Let me know. I have a great memory.
Sorry, say that again.
I don't need a piece of paper. I have a very good memory.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. So my
In
name.
case I need a paper, I'll go. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to give you like my contact info, and then
Okay.
if we do get an offer.
You can text it to me.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah. So again, my name's Chris, and I'm with Lazarus Property Group. I'll text you over all my details and everything, and then we'll go from there. But how long have you owned this property?
Around 7 years.
7 years. Okay, got it. 7 years owned. All right.
No, 7 to 8 years, somewhere there.
Okay, got it. Did you ever live in it, or was it always a rental?
In the beginning, we lived for a while, but then we rented.
Got it. Okay. All right. And how's it been going with the rental?
It was good. We don't now it's vacant. Now it's vacant, and what we did, we repaired whatever was needed to be done. We painted and we cleaned it and we fixed it. There was the roof, and we did some electricity things we did, etc. No, so now it's in top shape. No, it needs a carpet.
Carpet. Okay.
It needs carpet. They had a dog, so the dog. There are some spots in the carpet, but I didn't want to change the carpet because I changed the carpet for if I have to sell it, people they might not like the type of carpet that I put, no. So that's why I haven't changed the carpet.
Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. Sorry, just getting a message here. Okay. So are you going to take the funds for like what are you going to do with the funds if you sell this? Like, are you just going to take it and go buy another property, or are you going to?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Do you already have a property in mind that you're looking at?
No, but I still to do the inventory exchange. I have a few weeks to do it, a few months to do it. No.
Got it.
I'm
You're
also
going to do
selling another property that I have, so we will gather much more money to invest. No.
Oh, you're selling another property?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you already have a buyer for that one?
Not yet. It's in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, yeah, maybe we could take a look at that one too. Yeah, I mean, we're buying all over the place. So is it just yourself that owns the property, or is there anybody else on title that?
Yeah, my wife.
You and your wife. Okay. What was your wife's name?
Martha.
Martha?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Is she around by any chance?
No.
No. Okay. All right. When's the last time you and Martha talked about selling?
Every day.
Every day. Okay. All right. Got it. So it's a high priority, sounds like. All right.
We have several options either to lease it. Happens that for the money that I will get, if I buy the same amount of dollars and another property and rent it, I will be getting the same amount. So I mean, there is no, and it will not be as nice as the property we have. No, it will be the prices in this council compared to the prices in San Diego are are different. So for
Yeah.
the quality of the property in Descanso, I won't be able to get anything in San Diego in that
Yeah.
quality. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I
but
got
the
you.
matter of monies, itself, for my return of the investment, it will be a little bit more here in San Diego than in Descanso. No?
Got it. Got it.
But not that much. I mean, when you rent properties, you get 4%, 4.5%, something like that. You don't get
Yeah.
6-7% of that property. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you'll get good appreciation. You'll get, good
That's the only thing.
depreciation. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And once interest rates come down, values will start popping up even further. So, okay. Well, in a perfect world, what were you hoping to walk away with on this property?
We are asking 150.
150?
Yeah, we drop $50,000.
Got it. Okay.
We had an offer that we gave him 45 days in contingency, but so far they haven't sold their house. So I took the offer down until they sell their house. You know, whenever they get their money, they call me back. So.
Got it. Okay.
But for the price of the square foot, the house is a bargain.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I have the right address for the property.
24142.
24142. Okay, got it.
It has great roads.
24142. Viejas Grid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Descanso.
Got it. Okay. Do you live in Descanso?
No, I live in Bonita.
Oh, okay. Got it. So you don't, do you own 24125 as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think she might have just made a mistake when she entered it into the system. So it's 24142 is the address, and the zip code is 91916, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Let me just fix the system here real quick. I was like, man, if that's all, if that's what it is, I'll take it, because Zillow, the other property that we had the address for was way higher value. Let me see here. Okay. Wait, so you said you wanted 150,000 for the property?
No, 1,150,000.
Oh, 1,150,000. I gotcha. Okay.
Come on.
That's why I was like, wait a second. I didn't see it.
You don't buy a Mercedes for that much.
Yeah, right. Seriously. I was like, wait a second, something's wrong here. Okay, got it. All right.
It's a 5,200 square foot house.
Yeah, it's a pretty big house, looks like.
And it has a little casita of almost 1,000. Next to it, has a swimming pool.
Nice.
It's around 6 acres. So and take a look at the house, because the architecture in the house is very, very nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. So
a house like that here in San Diego.
Yeah, it'd be like
it's over
5 to 10 million. Yeah, easily.
More than 3. Well, it all in La Jolla.
Oh yeah, and La Jolla, you're talking. If it's La Jolla right on the water. I mean, I toured a house.
No, that's a different story.
Yeah, very different story. I toured a house in La Jolla right on the water. It's got so you can't even see the house from the street. All you see is it's got two garages on either side.
$20
and then there's
$20 million.
$45 million.
Not 45 million.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was crazy. It was an amazing house. Like you walk, so if you go in the front gate, you go down these steps and then you walk over a bridge that goes over a pool and it's got like a waterfall. And then the two garages on either side, you pull in the garages and then you can go downstairs in the units.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, it's wildly different. But okay. All right. So $1,150,000. Is there any particular reason you wouldn't list it?
I think it's listed on the MLS, no?
I'm not seeing it listed.
It's supposed to be listed. My son helped me to do that. It was on.
It was removed. So it was removed on September 10th.
Because we have the offer.
Got it.
Because we have the offer, and so that we unlisted, no?
Got it. Okay.
So then I told the other broker that they don't have the money. I'm not going to be holding the house because it could be months for them to sell the house. So,
yeah. Got it. Okay. All right.
And the offer that we have is pretty much close to that amount.
Yeah.
Very, very close. So.
Okay. But you would have realtor commissions, closing costs, and everything involved there?
Yes, only half of the closing costs.
Just half of the closing costs. Yeah. So the sell side closing costs.
They have that it belongs to the seller, not half of the thing, no? Because whatever is the seller cost, no?
Yeah, for sure. The seller cost. But I mean, you still have realtor commissions, right?
Yeah, but it was, I think, 1.5, something like that.
1.5?
Yeah.
On each side?
No, because I'm selling. It's my own, and my son is helping me.
Oh, okay,
so
got it.
So
you're
1.5 for the buyer. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So your son's an agent?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. So 1.5. So you're basically 0.985. So you're going to net around 1.1.
Yeah, 25 less.
Yeah, 1.13. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Well, I guess, how would I add value? Because obviously if we're buying it for an investment. We're either going to, flip it or we're going to keep it as a rental. I can tell you just without even guessing, it doesn't look like it's going to make sense for a good rental.
No, I think the idea is we have several homes, so I know what it's all about, no? And it needs to put it up to the date. It needs less than $150,000. I mean, new kitchen, new bathrooms, new carpets. For $150,000, the house will be more than $1.5 million. So.
Wow, but that doesn't. But that doesn't make sense. How does that work? Did I lose you? Hello? All right, now I'm excited to have this conversation because he's saying he wants 1.15, said it's going to take less than $150,000 to bring this 5,000 square foot property up to $1.5 million. There's no world in which that makes sense. So love to hear his justification.
Hello?
Thomas,
Sorry,
you there? Oh yeah, no worries,
Yes.
no worries. Yeah, you were saying you could put 150K or less into it and it'll bring it up to $1.5 million.
Man, I tell you the way it is. At that price, you're talking about $200 per square foot. Okay, there is anything in San Diego that worth $200 per square foot.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
but that doesn't really matter, right? So let's just say the math that you're telling me is accurate, right? That it'll sell for $1.5 million after putting $150,000 into it. So your son's an agent, right? So if I sold it for 1.5, right, I'm going to have to pay an agent to list it. I'm going to have to pay an agent to represent the buyer, right? Best case scenario, I'm doing 4% total,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
I'm going to have 1.5, 1 to 1.5% in closing costs. So let's just say all in, I'm at 5%, right? So times 0.95, that brings me to 1,425, right? You're saying I could put $150,000 into it to get it up to that number. I don't think that's the case. And then that brings me to 1.275, and you want 115 for it. So that leaves 125, but that doesn't even factor in holding costs, right? If I buy this cash, I'm going to be paying at least 10% on the money, right? And
No, doesn't work. If you don't have the money, you have to pay for the money. Doesn't work.
yeah, no, we use hard money lenders and investors. We have investors that fund the business, right? It wouldn't be smart for us to use our own money because that's a lot of risk, right? But like,
It all
there's
depends. You have to see the house and to see how much you can. If you build, if you remodel it, how much you can sell it for. I mean,
yeah,
a property 5,000 square foot in Pros de Little Casita, that will be 6,000 square foot.
yeah, but what you're saying
in a very
though,
good shape. No, it's well. It all depends the type of contractors you have, etc. But if you finish that house, you can sell it for much more than $1.5 million. There are houses. There was one that sold in the area. They were asking like 1.75. You know? So
yeah, but what did it
$1.25
sell for?
I don't know. Well, you have to do your diligence. You have to look at the house and look at how much it really costs, and
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, but the other thing is $150,000 is not going to get much done on a 5,200 square foot house. I mean, that's $29 a square foot. In San Diego, median price point homes are costing $50 to $60 a square foot to renovate, to do a full cosmetic renovation. So on a luxury house like that, it's going to cost a lot more than that. Honestly, I think your best bet is to stick with the retail listing. I would put it back up. If this other guy that you were working with, can't get the money, I would put it back up and see what you can get for it. Honestly.
And if not, I rent it. I have many properties that I rent.
Yeah.
So I don't need the money. I just would like to buy something different. But if not, for the investment that I have, I mean, I'm going to be getting it with that house, or if I buy another property here in San Diego and I rent it, I'm going to be getting 3.5%, 4% of my money.
Yeah.
So either I keep that house the same, or I sell it and buy another one. I'm going to be getting the same amount of from my money. So
yeah,
for me, it's pretty much the same. No, it's not
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. If you
anyway,
can get into a multifamily, it's way less risk because you got more people offset and everything. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a smart move. Get out of that and get into multifamily. But
most of my all the houses that we have, they are 5, 6, 7,000 square foot houses, all of them.
Nice.
And we have them in Bonita, many of them here, no? So pretty large houses, most of them. So
yeah.
But we bought them really cheap, and all those houses are we will remodel them one day and sell them one day, completely remodeled, no? So
yeah.
And I have the crew to people to help me to rebuild. So
are they paid off?
Yes, all my houses are paid off.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
What,
And we have many properties in Mexico too, so
okay.
we're not in the rush.
Well, let me ask you this.
Take a look. Tell me.
What, like a cash number, I don't think would make sense just because of the interest rates and everything else and what it's going to take to get that property up to, a good value. But if you're looking to 1031 this into something bigger, right? Because obviously you're trying to defer your taxes. What if we just structured a purchase on terms, just give you a little bit of cash up front and then make you the bank, and then that way you defer your taxes over time anyway, and we upgrade you to the bank and you just hold the paper on it.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean with that.
Well, instead of buying it cash from you, right, you own it outright. So if we gave you a down payment and then monthly payments, right, and we take it over and you just hold the mortgage, right? So you're now the Bank of Tomas, and we're paying you each month for the property over however long we determine. And then we do with it whatever we're going to do with it, whether it's renovate it and make it an Airbnb or renovate it and sell it.
For how long and what interest?
I don't know. How long do you want to let us take?
3-4 years.
I
5
mean,
years max.
yeah, I mean, we probably wouldn't do anything, generally speaking, most of our terms are like with a 5 to 7 year balloon.
Yeah.
So, we would structure payments like on a 30-year amortized and then do like a 5 to 7 year balloon.
And at what interest?
What interest do you like? What do you want?
Well, maybe an offer. Take a look of the house. Take a look of the house. You can check it out. Is this your cell number?
This is the office line here.
Send me a text with your information and your cell.
Okay.
And I'll send you a video and take a look over the house. Take your time. Look at the internet and think about it and get back to me.
Yeah. Well, just let me ask you this, right? If we were to do something like that, how much upfront would you need?
I don't know. Take a look, and once you review the house and know what it's all about, we'll talk about and we start getting numbers, no?
Okay. Yeah, because on something like this, I mean, we typically aren't really coming up with much more than maybe like 5% upfront.
I don't think that I'm interested in 5%.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it just because if we have to bring 5% on that type of purchase, that's like 60 grand plus closing costs, and so then it's going to take us a bit of time to get our money back if we're doing like an Airbnb or, something like that, so.
Well, I'm not interested. I have enough cash in the bank, so I don't need 5%.
I got you. Okay.
For $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $500. I mean, I don't know interest at all.
Got it. Okay. Well,
we don't need the money.
Yeah.
We don't need the money. We have enough money, cash, on hand. So.
Okay. So we could do less down and then just a higher price.
Well, take a look of the house and we'll talk.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to get an idea of like where you feel like you would need to be to see if it's worth my underwriters even looking at, because, I mean, we do deals like this all the time, but it's got to make sense for everybody. But if you don't need the cash right now, then maybe, a higher purchase price over terms, over a longer term with a little bit of interest and, getting you the tax deferral might make more sense,
Yeah, but what happened if I don't get enough cash? There's nothing that I can buy with little cash.
Yeah, but if the goal, right, what I was hearing was that you want to sell this to get something else, to 1031 in, right? But if you're 1031ing, the whole purpose of a 1031 is just a simple tax deferral strategy, right? And then of course you're going to get some income, but if you can sell the property where you defer your taxes over time anyway, then you don't need a 1031. You don't necessarily need to buy the other property. And if you're getting cash flow each month from the notes, then you're effectively, doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Take a look at the house, and we'll talk again.
Okay,
So there are
sounds good.
different options. No, perfect, super, Chris.
All
And
right.
send me your cell number, so I'll send you some information.
Okay, sounds good.
Super. Thank
All right,
you.
appreciate it, Tomas. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. That one's gonna go nowhere. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's try Kathy back.
Please leave your message for
Kathy Walker Harris.
Hey, Kathy, it's Chris again. Just following back up with you on our discussion regarding your property there. See if we can get this all wrapped up for you today. Give me a call back when you get a chance. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132.
To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, press 2. To delete and re-record your message, press. Your message has been deleted. Please re-record your message at the tone.
Hey, Kathy, it's Chris. Hope you're doing well. Actually wanted to get in touch with you because I actually have some good news for you. So give me a call back when you get a chance. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
To replay your message, press 1. To continue recording, press 2. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To send a fax, press 6. To cancel this message, press star. To send this message now, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
All right. So that's a seller that I've been working with for a little while now, trying to get us over the finish line here. And, I still I have a little bit of room in my offer to come up. So depending on what she says when she calls back, I'll either hold that close to my chest, won't really dive into, increasing the offer, or I will just come in, guns blazing with a higher offer. So let's see here. All right, let's see here. Another. I'll follow up with her again on tomorrow. Here's the big thing, guys, is like the fortune is in the follow-up. So, sometimes you have to follow up with people over and over and over again just to get a deal across the finish line. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Who we got next? Let's call Phil.
Hi, you've reached Philip Gonzalez. Please leave a message. Thank you. Bye.
Mm, 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 mm.
Hi, you've reached Philip Gonzalez. Please leave a message. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, what's up, Philip? It's Chris. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to circle back with you on, the property there on 32nd Street. Might have some good news for you. See if we can, structure something, get this thing done for you guys. So give me a call back when you get a chance. I know you're going to be talking it over with your wife. See if we can, jump on a call together and, talk it through. So give me a shout when you have a chance. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye. By the way, guys, got really good news today. Our agent went out to the property that I locked up a couple weeks ago. I was live streaming with Brandon Clark to our channel as well. When I locked up this contract, I did the contract review. It's a property just outside of Indy, and we got this bad boy locked up at 660. Our agent went out to the property today and confirmed that she's confident it could list in its current condition at 967. So let me just break down those numbers for you. So 967, if you factor in 10% for commissions, closing costs, and concessions, that puts it at like 870,000, which is like 210K in profit. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. So that's like $210,000 in profit when it's all said and done. So huge, huge deal. Talk about a freaking home run. I mean, that's basically a grand slam deal. So, let's see here. So, and that's a novation deal, by the way. So if you guys need help, if you guys have, cash deals that don't make sense for cash and you need to pivot it to a novation, definitely hit us up because, we're able to reposition these deals, get them to novations and get some super healthy spreads on them. We got that one. We got another like $150,000 deal in the pipeline. We actually have it listed right now. That one should be a nice juicy nugget. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any deals you need help with. We can get those over the finish line for you, position them in novations, creative finance. Like you saw earlier in this video, if you guys are just joining, definitely recommend going back to the first 30 minutes where I locked up a lease option deal and I whiteboarded it out so you guys can see exactly how that structure works. And let us know if you have any questions in the comments or in the chat. Happy to help out any way I can. All right, so let's schedule this follow back up. All right, make a few more calls here. Talk to this guy. Oh. Oh, that's right. Scallon and talk in the morning. So I'm going to put him on my calendar for, let's see here. All right, let's do a new call. Last to the mortgage Wednesday at 3 p.m. Okay, so this one came in today. She wanted to call on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to just book this as a callback. Wednesday, 3 p.m. This came in through our Facebook lead source. So we have a couple VAs that go into Facebook groups and talk to people about selling their house there. So let's see, I'm put this one on the calendar. 3 p.m. Okay, that is a 30-minute timeline. We're gonna go market red. Tom Maison. Oh, I had him scheduled for tomorrow. Whatever. All right. So we're gonna delete that one off the calendar. And then I'm gonna mark this one red. All right, let's get another new one from the cloud. She wants 500K and Zillow says 400. All right, let's see how out of her mind she is.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Brenda. This is Chris. I was reaching out to you because you were messaging with my colleague, Brad, via Facebook about a property that you own on Cheek Road in Durham. So give me a call back when you get a chance. Would love to chat with you about that property and see if we can come up with something here. My number when you get a chance, 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a good one, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh. All right, guys. Let's see here. I just got a message. So I'm actually gonna wrap it up because I have to actually here, I'll make one more dial. See what happens. Let's get a new lead. Memphis. Another Memphis property. Okay, if this guy doesn't pick up, we're gonna wrap it up for the day. This guy's coming to pick up some furniture at my house, and I gotta be there for that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Dexter.
Is not.
We always double dial, so we'll hit him up one more time.
Hello.
Hey, Dexter, this is Chris. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, good. Yeah, I was reaching out to you because it looks like you had spoken to our referral company about your property on Pueblo Ave in Memphis. Looks like they paired your property with us because they thought we'd be a good fit. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, go ahead.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Actually, give me 1 second. I have to switch my headset. It just gave me the battery low message. Give me just 1 second here. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so they had mentioned here that I guess the property has been vacant for a little bit. So you're just looking to sell now?
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Got it. Cool. Well, and by the way, I do have to let you know all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes. The point of this call is just to see if the property even qualifies for getting an offer as is. We're generally looking for properties for one of two reasons. Either we're going to fix it and flip it, or we're going to keep it as a rental. So by the end of this call, I'll be able to get you, it'll either get approved and we'll get an offer, or they're going to deny it and they'll tell us exactly why. Okay.
Okay.
So some of the benefits of working with us is the fact that we're going to buy it as is. You don't even have to sweep it up. We'll cover all the closing costs. There's no realtor commissions. So if we get an offer approved, the number I get you, that's a net number to your pocket, of course, minus any, mortgage balance or past due taxes, things like that. All right. Do you mind grabbing a pen and a piece of paper real quick? I'm going to have you jot down my contact info and a couple other pieces of info if we get this approved today.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right. So my name is Chris Deal. Like, let's make a deal.
So who are you working with now?
I'm with Lazarus Property Group.
I don't remember speaking with them.
Well, yeah, you would have spoken to a referral partner. So I don't know which company. I'm not the guy that handles the marketing side of things, but apparently you spoke to somebody in the last couple of days about the property.
Okay.
Maybe it was Jerry or Travis you might have spoke to.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, our company is Lazarus Property Group, like Lazarus in the Bible. And my telephone number here is 619-525
Okay.
7132.
All right. Got it.
And let's see here. Yeah, so I guess catch me up to speed. Like I know it's vacant. What's kind of led to this point?
I just haven't had a chance to do anything with it.
Got it. Okay. All right. How long have you owned it?
About 5 years.
5 years. Okay. And how long has it been vacant?
Since I've had it.
Oh, really? Okay. Got it. What was the original goal with it?
I was going to renovate it.
Got it. Okay. Were you able to get started on any of it?
Yeah, I did the roof.
Okay. All right. Got it. So just at this point, it's just time to move on.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right. And is it just you that owns the property, or is there anybody else that's on title that
Yeah,
would need to
just
be
me.
involved? Just you. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. And in a perfect world, what were you hoping to walk away with on this?
58.
58?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. Do you still have a mortgage balance on it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, let's see what we can come up with here and, see if we can make something work. Now, before I talk to you about the inside of the house, I want to, kind of learn a little bit more about the outside. So the neighborhood there, is it mostly owner occupants or is it a lot of renters?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Dexter.
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
All right, I'm going to try him back one more time, and then we're going to call it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Dexter.
Not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
All right. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're going to wrap it up for the day. But hopefully you guys got value out of that. If you just joined, definitely go back to the beginning of the call where we lock up a lease option agreement, and I do a whiteboard breakdown so you guys can see exactly how we structure that, how we position it. He actually, after he verbally gave me a yes yesterday, he then tells me, no, he's not going to sell. He's going to keep it, and then overcame that objection, walked him through the numbers, and then got his buy-in again. And he immediately said, okay, send me over the contract. I'll sign. And didn't even have to review the contract with him. So pretty straightforward, super easy. I would have liked to go over the contract with him, so just for your guys' benefit. But we'll see how everything goes. And I think this is going to work out to be, I think we'll at least make $5,000 on that deal without a problem. You know, it's a pretty easy, decent deal for another investor. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys got value out of this. Stay tuned. I'll be back on tomorrow. We have a tax meeting tomorrow in the morning. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be going live tomorrow in the morning. Well, I will be going live. It's just not sure if it's going to be at 9:30. It's probably going to be closer to 11, like 11 to 12:30, 11 to 1 or something like that. And then I'll be back on in the afternoon from about 2:33-ish to 5 o'clock. So again, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and you know, keep coming back where we make real estate investing easy. Peace.